Hey everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome back to my Euro Truck Simulator 2 save. So, since we were together last, I've made a short hop back to Bucharest. I wanted to have a little look around, see if there were any cool things for us to have a look at there. Like the palace that Ceausescu built, or the Arc de Triomphe they have there. I've not been able to find any of it, so, we're just going to take another job now, and we're going to head southeast, take in another couple of new countries, and get as far to the edge of the map as I possibly can. Let's go and see what I got lined up. So, this is the job I got lined up for us today. We're going to start off in Bucharest. We're going to head down through Bulgaria and all the way across to Istanbul. This is as far southeast as you can get in the game. It looks like the delivery point is just on the outskirts of Istanbul, so I'm not sure how much we're going to actually get to see at the place. But hopefully we'll be able to take a little bit of a look around while we're there. So that's the plan. I'm going to go and get it all hooked up and get on the road. So we've come to the north of Bucharest. This is right up near the airport, the Henry Coanda Airport, which is the main airport you'd fly into Bucharest. We're in the sort of cargo area of it. We've picked up the load of electronics that we have. And we're going to start making our way towards Istanbul now. Now, as you'll notice, the sleep monitor is reasonably full. If we take a quick little peek, we've got about 2.5 hours before we need to sleep. But this weather has taken a real turn for the worse. So I think I'm probably going to look to find somewhere to sleep pretty much as soon as I can. And hope that the weather improves, because even though it's only coming up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, visibility is pretty awful right now. So that's the plan. Get underway a little bit, get out on the motorway, find the first rest stop that we can. Oh, they're letting me out, very kind. And get some shut-eye. Now obviously that means we're going to do quite a lot of this drive as a night drive, but that's just the way it'll have to be, unfortunately. So let me get underway and we'll catch up as soon as I've managed to get some sleep. So the good news was we found a rest stop, a petrol station with some parking in it, on our way out of the city of Bucharest. But you might notice it's now 10 AM, and I had said we were going to be doing a lot of the drive in the dark. Well, I mistakenly slept, and then hit the button and slept again. I guess it's a bit like turning the alarm off or whatever, but I turned it off for 9 more hours. So it's not good for the work ethic of the company, you know, for us to take an 18-hour break. But I suppose at least we get to see a bit more of what's going on in daylight. So I don't think we can be that far away from the Bulgarian border. Bucharest is pretty close to it, I guess. So it shouldn't be too long until we head over there. I mean, the whole drive to Istanbul from here is only another 8 hours or so. And we've got to get all the way across Bulgaria too. So as soon as we get near the Bulgarian border, we'll catch up again. It might take a while to get out of this road, but we'll see. So it looks like we've hit the Romanian-Bulgarian border here. We've got another one of these waypoint check things to go through. So not sure if we have to stop anywhere to do that or not. No, there we are. It just did it as we drove over it. I guess they're going to check our documentation here, make sure everything is as it should be. There we are. They're checking the documents. I'm sure we're going to make it through without any problems. There we go. Everything is in order. Have a nice journey. And so for the first time in this series, we have hit Bulgarian territory. Oh, look out. What's going on with you, mate? That's pretty interesting. So it looks like we've got a big bridge here as the first thing we're going to cross. I wonder if this is the bridge they call the Freedom Bridge or something like that. Pretty sure this is a bridge that crosses the River Danube. I've not actually been here myself, so... In fact, My experience of Bulgaria in total is pretty minimal. Let's have a little look at this as we go over. This is the River Danube, quite obviously. Yeah, look at that. It's a fair old waterway, is the Danube. Oh God, let's get back in the cab quick. We don't want to be driving outside of the cab as we're going zigzagging around. So maybe we can come out again once we get the other side of here. There we are. Officially Bulgaria by the looks of it. Marvellous stuff. So, yeah, my experience of Bulgaria is incredibly minimal. So, I've spent less than 24 hours in the country altogether in my life. So, I had a business meeting in Sofia. It must have been 5, 6, maybe even 7 years ago, I guess. And so I flew into Sofia about 6 o'clock in the evening. Stopped in a hotel, had a meal and whatever. Got up in the morning, went off to my meeting, back to the airport, and was out of the country again by about 1 PM. So there's not an awful lot I can tell you about it, if I'm honest. What's going here? X-ray inspection successfully passed. Goodness me. This is all a bit high-tech, isn't it? So yeah, so driving through Bulgaria is going to be a new experience for me, as it is for you guys, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see what it looks like, how the buildings are, etc. Obviously, the signs are going to be a bit different, because in Bulgaria they use the Cyrillic alphabet. So it's kind of looks like Russian. It's probably the best way of describing that. So it's going to be interesting. Anyway, let's get through this border point, get out onto the road and see what it's all about. Well, it's certainly a beautiful day here in Bulgaria. It looks like we're down to the 80km/h speed limits again here, rather than the 100km/h we had in Romania. Be interesting to see how the roads are through Bulgaria. I don't imagine they're all that special, but we'll see. Now, I'm fairly conscious of the fact I'm going to have to make pretty good time, so really don't want any incidents to befall us on this journey now. Obviously, having accidentally had that extra sleep, that's added 9 hours that I hadn't factored in to this drive. So, obviously, that increases my chances of being late, which we really don't want to happen. So I am going to have to put my foot down a little bit and try and hope to avoid late fees. We'll see if that's possible or not. It looks like fairly interesting countryside here, kind of rolling hillsides. The roads, yeah, probably are going to be a little challenging, I suppose, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? So we've hit what appears to be a main kind of highway now. We've been through some fairly hilly terrain up until that point, winding around the countryside a little bit, and because, like I said, I'm fairly conscious of the time, I was travelling at some rate of knots on those mountain roads, kind of taking corners probably faster than I should have done, but fortunately no terrible incidents befell me. I didn't manage to crash into anything. Luckily, it was a bit of dual carriageway going up through the mountains at times, so I could take advantage of that and basically drive like I was the only thing on the road. But now we're in a flatter area, so there must be some kind of plains kind of area, certainly in the southern part of Bulgaria, which is what we're heading towards now. I do remember when I flew into Sofia, I think it was probably to the west of the city. There was quite a really sort of mountainous area, and speaking to the guys I met there, they were explaining that it was pretty popular ski resorts around there. Very popular with Europeans to head over there looking for skiing holidays in the winter, a little bit cheaper than you'd get in Austria or Switzerland. And of course Bulgaria is a sort of renowned summer holiday destination now as well, around I think it's Burgas kind of area, down on the Black Sea. You've got places like sunny beach and the like, where again people will tend to head for summer breaks that are a little less expensive than your traditional Spain or Greece.
Finding a new route.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, what have I done here? Have I gone the wrong way? Too busy talking to you guys, and I've turned the wrong blooming direction. That is the last thing I needed to happen. I wonder if I can turn around.
Turn left.
I'm going to give it a go. So we've reached the southern border here of Bulgaria to head into Turkey. Now I'm expecting this to be a proper border because of course this is leaving the EU, so I'm imagining there must be some proper border checks here. Let's just follow these trucks on through and see if there's any other steps we need to take more than usual.
Never
it's
mind.
Like,
I'll find a new route.
Why are you finding a new route? We're going the way we're supposed to. So we've done the X-ray thing again. That's good. Let's head up towards this border point. Get our documents checked once again as we leave Bulgaria. Here we go. Sure everything is in order, of course. Why wouldn't it be? There we go. So that's the Bulgarian side navigated. Can we get in front of this guy, or is he going to crash into us? Not sure. Seems to be okay. There we go. We'll follow them then, rather than trying to nip in front of them. And as you can see here on the right hand side, there is the entrance to Turkey. So let's see what this involves. Pretty narrow little gap between these buildings. Pulling for a... Whoa! Didn't expect that to come down. Fortunately, I don't think it damaged anything, so that's okay. This is going to be a... Whoa, what's this dude up to? Ah. Man alive. God, things have been going so well recently. I've been avoiding all sorts of crashes and whatever. And now, hitting the Turkish border and it's all happening. Silly man. Right. Come on, let us through here. Thank you. So where's the way station? Was that it? Could have been, I guess. Where do we go now? Off this way? There's not very good directions here, is there? Right, okay. Well, there's that little green icon that generally indicates it's a place that we need to be. So this is the Turkish customs checking my documents, I suppose. Here we go. It's quite a palaver getting through this border, isn't it? Okay, so that's all done. Are we now clear? Can we actually just get on the road? Start making our way towards Istanbul. Let's hope so. No one else wants to come in and try and sideswipe me before we get out of this border point, do they? Seemingly not. Okay. Let's go then. Okay, so we've made it onto the highway without any further incident. We're a little over 2 hours away from our destination, and I do need to put my foot down a little bit. You'll see here we've got 3 hours until the next rest stop is needed, so not a lot of time to play with. we have a 90 km/h speed limit here. So that means we can go pretty much full pelt, but obviously it means we can't really make up time. So, yeah, just got to floor it basically all the way to Istanbul. Well, I could have done without this. I've been asked to pull over at a way station for an inspection. This is time I don't have. So, that's not ideal. So, here we go. We pull onto the little way thing here. There we go. But that's wasted quite a lot of time. Having to pull over for that. Which I'm not terribly happy about, but not much I can do about it, unfortunately. So, we've got an hour and 52 minutes, it says, left of our journey. And how much time now? 2 hours and 40 minutes. Oh, well, it's not too bad then. We've still got about 50 minutes to play with. Okay, could have been worse. Let's get back on the road again. So we're only about 20 minutes away from our destination now. We've made pretty good time since we were last together. Managed to pull back about 10 minutes on the estimated delivery time. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what we're crossing here. Looks like a river of some kind. Presumably not the Bosphorus yet. Obviously this game only has the European part of Turkey. It only goes as far as Istanbul. I do wonder whether they're going to maybe go a little further afield at some point. See if we can get the Asian part of Turkey into the game. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure you'd want to go much further than that, because obviously you start bordering into Syria and Iraq and places like that, and I'm not quite sure that's what they what the Euro Truck Simulator will want to do. Start delivering to pretty dangerous places like that. But yeah, this is pretty cool, Istanbul. So obviously we're only in the outskirts, but already you can see it's going to be a pretty big major city. Istanbul's huge, isn't it? I've not actually been there myself. It is one of the places I would like to get to. I think the Hagia Sophia is something I'd definitely like to go and see at some point. And yeah, I wouldn't mind getting over to see some football over there if I can at some point. Pretty good atmosphere in a lot of the grounds around there, don't they? So, just a few minutes to go until we drop off. Catch up when we get close.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Okay, so we have now pretty much arrived at the destination. It looks like a tricky little way to get into it, mind. How do we manage this? Oh, it doesn't help there's a car coming in the other direction. That's not helpful at all, although they have stopped, so I'm just going to take advantage of that. Pull right out as far as I can. In we head. And go and find our little green icon. Just missed that hut. The back of the truck there. That's good. Okay, and here we are. So pull up to this gate. That'll open up, I suppose. Here we go. And let's see what kind of parking job we're going to get. Okay, so there's a 40 XP one. I think we're just going to take the easy one. We're very, very tired, so I need to drop this off and go and find something to sleep. Well, interesting, off there to the right-hand side, you can see a couple of big sort of minarets. Obviously, Turkey is the first Muslim country that we've been to. Bulgaria has a kind of Muslim community, but Turkey is a Muslim country, so we're going to see mosques kicking around and that sort of thing. And there we are, though. That is the job done. Delivery made. And a few quid going into the bank. So let's have a little look at the result of that job. Now we've picked up just over 20,000 euros. Oh, and we've leveled up as well. Just about snuck into level 22. That's pretty cool. So what are we going to go for next? Let's pick up the last ADR one, shall we? So that's now explosives. That sounds like a good idea. Let Greeno loose with a lorry load of dynamite, but we'll see how that goes. Well, that's today's job done. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was pretty smooth apart from that Turkish border, which went a little bit crazy. But yeah, very enjoyable nonetheless. And if you did enjoy the episode, please drop a like on there for me. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them in the comments section below. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget, just click on that button, hit the notifications, and come and hop on the Greenobus. There's plenty of room for you all. But it just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more action here in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Bye for now.